going to marry this girl.
Oh my God.
That day, I've not changed my mind. My mind is still made up. I've been so sure of what I want. And I know what I want to do. We are going to have a very peaceful future. We are going to have very beautiful kids. We are going to have beautiful fun together. And I'm not going to miss that for the world. I'm not going to miss it for the world. And this is just me, just asking you to go on this journey of life with us. I promise you that you're not going to have any regrets. You're not going to have any pain. You're not going to have any tears. And yesterday I promised your dad that I'm going to take care of you. I'm going to. That is what I ever want. So I'm really ready.
And of course, I said yes. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Damneju Oren. Well, the signature is for a few moments. And to people that have been following our page, that have been supporting, be liking, thank you so much for subscribing. To those that are yet to subscribe, why is this stuff about to disgrace me? So it's like I cannot show that up, but then I was feeling too naked. Have you seen me? Was looking too exposed, so I said, you know what, let's lift the hand up. Well, not to take too much of your time. For those that have been subscribing, thank you so much. If you're watching this video and you're yet to subscribe, please kindly hit the subscribe button and let's keep this trend going. So today's video is going to be, I pray, I'm trying to make it as brief as possible. Actually, I've recorded this video before. For those on my WhatsApp, I dropped like a snippet to show that I was meant to upload the video on this particular day. However, I found out that the top that I was wearing, because it was like a new top that I just bought recently, and I was rushing to work, so that morning I still struggled to film so that I'll drop video on that day, only for me to film about 15 minutes and realize that the top that I was wearing that day still had the sticker, like the new tag sticker on it, and that was how I could not drop that video. People kept saying it's not bad. I'm like, what do you want to disgrace? Like, woo. As I said, you don't know if my future husband will see the video outside now, but no. I'm not putting on my ring. I need to say, but no, your girl is engaged. Anyways, not too much talk for today. Thank you so much on the love on our previous video. Yes, your girl is getting married. So yes, today's gist is related to that. And the particular day I shot that video, it was exactly 10 months after my proposal. And so I was going to talk about how I almost found. Seems like I'm not in the middle. I'm in the middle now, babe. By the way, my sister said I should stop using this background, that this is the only background in my video. But I'm like, I don't have ring, what they used to call all this. I don't have this that they used to set up phone yet for YouTube video and the rest. So this is the only place that I can put something on the table and allow my phone to stay well and to still show well. So you're going to manage this background for some more videos till I can figure out where and how I can like get more set up. So not to waste too much of your time, right? We are going to be talking about how I almost found out about my proposal, and maybe some small snippets on wedding planning, gist, and how I felt about my proposal. Just gist about my proposal, or majorly how I almost found out about my proposal. So yes, I had my proposal on the 17th of July 2021. That's about over 10 months. I told you that the first time I wanted to film it was going to be 10 months. So before we go forward, let me explain that I was never the kind of person to say I'll stay engaged. This top you should show right. I was never the kind of person to say that I'll stay engaged for up to 10 months. Like 10 months. And if you watched our previous video, you know that the 1 year gone Katoshi wedding. But then if I can borrow 3 spare more months, I'll borrow, because the economy is not smiling and the wedding industry is not smiling also. So you know, anyway, so fast forward, we have to be fast. I want this video to be as brief as possible, because yes, you get to watch my proposal video for those that have not seen it, and for those that have seen it, I'm sure it's a timeless experience, so you definitely still want to watch it again. I was saying that I was not the kind of person to want to stay engaged for like 10 months. I remember a conversation with a few of my friends, and I was like, max 6 months. What are we doing? I remember her saying that some people, it's not like they want to stay 6 months. Maybe things come up. Maybe somebody has to travel. Maybe something like, I'm like, why did the guy not go and propose when they know that they are not yet ready? Like, I thought there would be a mutual discussion, not knowing that I'm sure God will just smile at me that, okay. So I used to be that kind of person that used to say 6 months, yes, like, let's stay engaged. After 6 months, let's get married. I think the whole thing just teaches us to never say never, because you really do not know what can happen. You really do not know how things have to come out. Like, thinking about it now, it's really not a big deal. Like, for 10 months, it doesn't even feel like it's been 10 months. I don't feel anyhow about it. So I think the whole thing is never say never, because you really do not know what can happen along the way. So yes, let's go straight to the gist. I had my proposal on the 17th of July 2021. Did I see it coming? Some people have asked me that question. Did I see it coming? I didn't see it coming at that time, but of course, that was like, I don't think I'll be dating somebody and we'll not have a discussion of, oh, we want to get married, or like maybe a kind of like the time frame we're looking at, something like that. So I think I kind of knew that I was going to be engaged like at the end of 2021, because I knew that I wanted to get married maybe this year, something like that. Like, you know, all these your fairy tale calculations of, oh, this year at this age you want to be married and all of that. But did I see it happening in July? No. You know, when I even asked him that why did he choose July, so he said my sister was coming home that July, my auntie in the UK too was coming home, and he knows how much like those people mean to me, and he knows that like it'll be a good opportunity to grab while they're around, and to have the proposal. So I didn't see it coming in July at all, but I kind of guessed like it will happen in 2021, but July, no way. But then, how did I feel about it? We'll get to hear about that. How did I almost find out about my proposal? So, like I said, I had it on the 17th of July, which was a day after my dad's 1-year remembrance. So as at 16th of July, I was at Ikorodu, that's like our family house, and we went home for like my dad's remembrance. My sister was actually out of Lagos. She was like in the country at the moment, but she went out of Lagos and she was to come back, but our flight got delayed and all of that. So we were at Ogijo. Tayo too was around. Tayo is my fiancé. I think by now you know. Well, so it was also around. He came to Lagos for the remembrance, and that was the period he took his leave, something like that. We spent the remembrance, and then my sister arrived the following morning, which was 17th, or was it that same day? No, she arrived that same day, but like in the afternoon. She arrived that same day. She was meant to come like a day before we went to Ikorodu, but she came like that day. Like that. The story is long, and I don't want this video to be long. So we're all to leave Ikorodu on the 17th of July that morning. And let's just say before that day, my sister has been saying that I should go and fix my nails, because for people that know me and Tayo very well, we love to go out on dates. So I think that was why it was easy to use that to get me. Majority of the time, once is around, we always plan like a special date. So we are this kind of couples that, and we plan to maintain that. We're this kind of couples that we just set out some parts. This top wants to disgrace me, and it will not succeed. We're kind of couples that set out days for like to go on official dates, where like I get to dress up, do the whole makeup. So it's like a proper date. So we cultivate that habit. So I think that was very easy to use that scope for me. So we already planned to have like a date during that period as well. And because my sister was around, we were going to go out with my sister. She actually said it was going to be a double date. She was going to bring her friends. So I just said, why not? Let's go out. I like the whole paparazzi of the date thing. So that was what they used to get to me. So as at 16th, my sister arrived back. But before my sister traveled that week, she kept saying, would you go and get your nails done? And I was like, whoa. Me, I like to do for young girls. So if they tell me to go and do something that's good, I'll jump at it. And then my sister is the kind of person that she spoils me naturally. So I can't suspect if she says, go and do this. She's the kind of person that even while she's not around, she can book a session or maybe something for me to go and enjoy. So when she said I should go and get my nails done, I just felt, okay, the normal her being nice, that she wanted me to look fine for the date and the rest. So I said I'll go get it done. But that's how I didn't go until that 16th, and the next day was the proposal day, which I wasn't aware about. And she was like, once we get to town, Lagos, that's away from Ikorodu, that I should go and get my nails done. I didn't think of why she was like, I think I totally forgotten that when they want to, maybe because I didn't even think of proposal, it didn't cross my mind that maybe that's why they were shouting of nails. So we hurried out of Ikorodu that morning. Oh no, I almost found out about it in Ikorodu, so that's where the gist is. So we're getting dressed, everybody was around. My sister just got back. You know, I said she traveled, she just got back from Zanzibar. So I picked her phone that let me look at pictures. I like to look at pictures on people's phones. So I took her phone and let me look at pictures. Taya was in the house, my sister was in the house, and then his message popped up on our phone, and the next thing I saw was, how far? We are still on track, right? I'm like, we're still on track. Both of them are in the same house. What are they talking about that they cannot talk and this thing? And that message dropped, and he said, because I can't remember how like the exact words were, but that's like the interpretation of what I saw, and it was like that because he has given them that time. And so, because I'm not the kind of person that would ever pick up somebody's phone and read their conversation, no matter how much I'm close to you, you're my sister, it's not my business, your phone is like your private property. So I didn't want to open it, but then I'm like, this Tyre is my boyfriend, this is my sister, you know, you can just read their chat and just know what they're talking about. But something, just the normal person that would not read the conversation just kept fighting against reading it, and that was how I didn't read it. But the truth was that conversation was all about my proposal. So if I had opened it last song, I would have read it. I was fighting the urge while I was still fighting the urge to not open it, and that message dropped, and I just said, you know what, drop this phone because I went back to pick up the phone, and then that message dropped. But the truth was, I didn't think that it was anything proposal. I think the only thing I could have suspected was maybe they were planning something, maybe like my mind didn't even go to proposal at all. So all I could have guessed is these people are up to something. But then I didn't read the conversation. We headed out of Ikorodu and we went to Lagos. Like we got to the house in Lagos, and I went straight to go and do my nails. Tayo followed me, went to do my nails. I went to settle my hair. I think, okay, maybe because now that it has happened, I can now like join all the points together. But at that point, I didn't guess. I didn't think like it was proposal. I get to the point when I just knew that it's beginning to seem like proposal. I got home, I fixed my nails. My sister was back at home. We all got home, started dressing up to go out, and I wanted to wear one particular outfit because as much as it was a date, to me it was not like over serious dates. Like I'm big on dates, no matter how small it is. I'm gonna wear my fine clothes, I'm gonna do my fine makeup, I'm gonna look good. But maybe because I was stressed from the journey, all of that, there was one particular outfit I wanted to wear, and my sister was like, no, you cannot wear this outfit. I said, I don't understand, is it not my clothes? She said, no, it's not fine enough. I said, enough for what? She said, it's not just fine. My auntie, so we were at my auntie's place in Lagos, and my auntie was actually also aware, which all of them, they ganged up against me. She was like, no, this outfit is not fine. But she didn't put so much this is so I won't start suspecting that these people were up to something. So she just said, no, this outfit is not nice enough, that I should go and try something else. And I wore one, and they're like, this is the perfect outfit. So I think I suspected a surprise, but I didn't suspect a proposal. Let me just put it like that, because even at that point, I didn't think of proposal, but something was just funny. Like everybody was just acting somehow. So I just suspected something, but then I didn't think it was. And boom, I got dressed. Even the outfit I also was going to wear, because we kind of like plan our outfits together. If I'm wearing this, or you should wear this. Even the outfit I was also going to wear, it was something more serious. Please stop. It was something more serious, and then we headed out, me, my sister, and him. And you won't believe that my auntie and my cousin that I left in the house that moment, they got to that place before me. Anyways, so I got there and we sat in the restaurant, and they came to talk to us or something. My sister was having a conversation with the people in the restaurant, but of course they had booked a reservation, so I just felt it was something that only for my sister to say, I know, just follow her to the restroom to help her adjust her bra. That they say is showing at the back or something. I said, okay, how's that? We went to the restroom. Before I knew it, we were taking pictures, we were taking videos. Then we came here to adjust something. It's true. That's what she done. You're not wearing anything that needs adjustment. She said, it's true. At that point, I said, I want people to get to me. I want people to get to me. What's happening? And then I got outside where we sat before, and Tayo was no longer there. She was like, no, he has gone outside. They moved us to the back. Boom, 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 boom. And then I stepped outside and I saw balloons. I started citing my friends one after the other. I saw my cousin that left at home. I just seen that, this is it. These people have played it well. And that was how I was surprised. I mean, I got into my proposal, and I remember carefully. I remember one guy when I was going downstairs. One very funny thing he said. So you know that what would I call it? That excitement and joy, like that whole feeling when I saw everything happening right before me. I just turned back like to catch a breath, and the guy was like, "No, don't leave him there." I looked at him. Who is this uncle? Do I look like someone that is ready to leave that man on his knees? No, that's the person I'm going to spend the rest of my life with. And yes, I stepped into my proposal. And I had the most beautiful proposal ever. The most thoughtful proposal. I think the best part of my proposal was having, like, so, of course, talking about remembrance of my dad. I knew my dad had passed. And my fiancé just did the most thoughtful thing. I had like majority of my loved ones around me, but my dad was absent. And then on each card that my friends read to me as I walked down towards him, I had a picture of my dad on each card with like a write-up that I had written. And everybody kept handing over those cards to me and roses, and till I walked up to meet the man of my dreams. And then somebody asked that, where are you people crying on your proposal day? Is it not something that you want? Is it not something that you've looked forward to? And I'm like, it's differently. Like when you see everything that you ever dreamt of happening right before you, when you see like that feeling of, so this is it, so it's happening, the whole emotions. And I think that's how I was crying. I was really crying like a baby. You're gonna watch the video. And that was how I had the most beautiful proposal, and I said yes to the man of my dreams. And yes, we are counting down to the date 2022. So let me quickly add one how we chose that hashtag, the date. My name is Damloji, his name is Temitare, that's DATE, right? And then because of our love for dates, the kind of, so it's just appropriate to have like the date 2022. I know when you say, where are you going to? I'm going to the date 2022. So you're going for an event, and then we're having it in a flight themed way, because I was going to say maybe a flight date, but I figured that that's something that is already used. So yeah, get ready for the date 2022. Hopefully you get to see me on your screen again before I become a missus. Till then, enjoy my proposal video until I see you the next time. I love you.
Just see me. Don't look back. Está chegando.
kidding, I can't pin you down. What's going on in that beautiful mind? I'm Mr. Right. Don't know when I'll be alright. My head's underwater, but I'm breathing fine. You're crazy and I'm out of my mind. 'Cause all of me loves all of you. Love your curves and all your edges. All your perfect imperfections. Give your all to me. Give my all to you. You're my end and my beginning. Even when I lose and win. 'Cause I give you all of me. And you give me all of you. Oh, how many times do I have to tell you? Even when you're crying, you're beautiful too. The world is beyond doubt. You give me all of you.
It's over to the club. So, wrap, bro.